Good evening, my time-traveling Mandela truth seekers. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's a really cold night down here in southern Ontario, Canada. And yeah, it's supposed to be roughly minus 12. And we've got quite a bit of winds going on out there too, so the wind chill's probably roughly minus 16 or 17. In December, it's definitely breaking records. There was a big cold front coming down from Alaska, a big nor'easter, and the states, a bunch of the northern states were supposed to get hit with minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit in December. Historical record breaking weather. It's insane. Really, truly insane. Blows their global warming theory out the water. Another conspiracy, but they created it. It's obviously not global warming with that cold weather, especially in December. Mind you, I love it. My birthday's next Thursday, and I'm hoping to be able to go snowing, because just north of me, we're supposed to be hit with 15 centimeters tonight. So I'm pretty pumped, and flurries for the next week. So yeah, I could very well be going skidooing on my birthday. Anyways, I've got DC's Legends of Tomorrow pulled up. It's the third video to the Mandela time traveling memory shift, different timeline. And I did a first video with Flash, then I did Arrow's video, and now DC Legends. Last week they did a trilogy of an alien invasion, and they got all the superheroes together from The Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and they went to Earth 38 and brought Supergirl back. You know, they're talking some pretty crazy technology on these programs. You know, like sending Barry and Cisco through to Earth 38 via opening breaches with Cisco's metahuman powers. They call him Vibe. You know, he can vibe any of the vibrations all around him at any given time, so he can find any of the parallel Earths. So they're showing us the multiverse. They're showing us that everything operates on vibrations and frequencies. They're showing us all these crazy force field technologies and holographic technologies. You know, they're even talking on Supergirl about the anti-gravity weapons and the photonic weapons and some pretty cool ass shit. You know, to the majority it would be science fiction, hence because it's on TV. Well, it's on TV, so it's not real. Bullshit. They've been showing us real shit since the 60s, since they put Star Trek on TV. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just wanting to show another continuance to last week's trilogy. So this is my third Part 3 video showing a time-traveling pattern creating a Mandela memory shift in a complete different timeline. And Barry Allen, the Flash, has played a big part in everybody's loss or gain created from what they're calling the Flashpoint. When he went back in time to save his family, his mom and dad, it created a whole new timeline in his present day reality. So you're gonna see Cisco and Felicity, Cisco from The Flash, Felicity from Arrow, talking. They actually went back in time to 1951 to kidnap one of the Dominators. It's one of the ET races. Just like Tom Cruise in The Earth Stood Still. Or The Day the Earth Stood Still. Those type of ETs. But they're coming to Earth because the metahumans are a threat to them. They say the metahumans are going to destroy Earth and they're the keepers of Earth. Like, screw off. You know, like, you're not even from here and you're the keeper of us, our planet? I don't think so. I get passionate when it comes to this kind of stuff. I know it's cabal predictive programming, but it's pretty damn good programming, let me tell you. Great entertainment. But if you can pick apart all the innuendos and the tidbits that they're putting out there, because the law of one, the law of free will, dictates that to them, that they have to specify to us what they are doing, whether it's in a book or a video or a movie or a TV program. They have to tell us. So when we see all this new technology and these new crafts, time travel crafts, all these crazy shit, it's all legit, 100% real science and physics and quantum mechanics. You know, now we're at the point where they're creating quantum generators, where they're basically creating matter out of nothing. You know, the law of the law of quantum thermodynamics dictates that everything has to stay in sequence. Basically, it all comes from something. It cannot have chaos. But who knows? We haven't mastered quantum mechanics. And it's also proven that if it's observed, it doesn't do anything. But when it's not observed, when quantum particles are not observed, they do some pretty crazy things. They act on their own, almost like quantum mechanics has its own consciousness. It's pretty wild. You know, we're embracing the future, the new technology, the new era we're heading. But the main thing we got to do is get rid of these corrupt, Kabbalistic, Khazarian Mafia losers, basically. They don't want nothing to other than reign in power, to reign over us, to create us as sheeple. Fuck the New World Order. We will bring in our own, and it will not be ran by the elitists and the corporate lobbyists and all them. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you all hear it real quick, and you can see where I'm going with this. It's another time travel pattern predicting a Mandela timeline memory shift created by time travel. It's every video I'm doing is depicting time travel as the reason why our memory shifts are being created. Not from CERN opening up dimensional doors, because we're constantly in colliding with different dimensions and vibrations. And it's never changed anything before. Well, that we really know of. Now that it's in all of our psyches, it's something that we're focusing on. So it's something to be more noticeable. Right? Kind of like the next fad in life. But the Mandela effect is our next fad. Our next conspiracy fad. Alright. This is why I'm doing these time travel predictive programming showing the Mandela reality timeline shifts is because there's really no other programs out there that are showing scenarios about what we are experiencing in real life, about our memories not jiving with what history shows to be. So we need to figure it out, and that's why I'm focused on the time travel pattern being a definite probability of the Mandela effect.
Let's grab an alien and get out of here.
Just waiting for one of the weaker ones in the herd.
I don't think there are any weak ones.
Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
It's a real-life Spielberg movie. And we're stuck in here.
Okay. I think I know what's really bothering you.
I'm having the worst case of FOMO while everyone else is out there kidnapping an alien?
No. I think you escaped 2016 to get away from Barry.
Excuse me. I escaped 2016 so that I could come see the Wave Rider, and so that I can time travel. And also, yes, I wanted to get away from Barry.
You realize that's insane, right? You're holding a grudge against your best friend when the world is potentially going to end.
I'm sorry, my best friend, he only killed my brother.
He didn't kill...
Okay, you're right. He didn't literally kill my brother. What I mean to say is he was responsible, okay? He just needed to save his family, and in doing that, he ended up destroying mine.
Exactly. Barry went back in time at the end of last season to go save his father/mother because his mother had died before even Flash began 2 seasons ago. That's their whole scenario. And his father got killed by Zoom in the last episode at the end of the last season. So Barry was so pissed and confused, so he ran back in time from present day to save his mother from the Reverse Flash. And by doing that, it creates an alternate timeline back in the past where he went to save his mother. So they're calling that the Flashpoint, where his mother actually is alive. And his mother actually is still alive in the Flashpoint. So that timeline has created a rift through space and time. And it's caused numerous problems in Barry's present day reality, present day timeline. So when he goes back to present day, after he gets the Reverse Flash to re-kill his mother, so he can get slingshotted, I guess, back to present day, trying to refix the timeline back to the way it was. He gets back to present day, and there's numerous changes. You know, like Cisco's brother had passed away from Barry creating this Flashpoint. Caitlin Snow has her powers now. You know, Iris and Joe, Iris' father, they were at each other's throats, which never happened in previous timeline. Barry had a brand new employee that was working side by side in the same lab with him that was never ever there before ever a day in his life. John from the show Arrow. It wasn't just the Flash people. It was his friends from the Arrow too. The Arrow show. John had a baby daughter named Sarah. And after the Flashpoint was created, she was eliminated. Now he has baby John. So that's one of the biggest Mandela memory shift, timeline shifts, is Diggle, John Diggle, also known as Spartan. He lost a daughter. Just like in Timeless, how Lucy lost her sister from the first episode they went back to the Hindenburg. You see, catching a pattern here? Pattern of time travel, going back into past, accidentally screwing one little thing up, or actually trying to help somebody, and because you help that person, the outcomes of their future changes yours, because you didn't know, but they had a lot more to do with your future by being a part of your past than you could ever imagine, even though you didn't know. That's why you saved them, because it's a good thing to do, and you know, a good person saved these people. But because of that, Lucy lost her sister back in present day. Just how Barry goes back to present day after creating the Flashpoint, and baby Sarah is now baby John. So I am very much focused on this time travel pattern thing, creating a Mandela reality memory timeline shift.
My brother.
He didn't kill.
Okay, you're right. He didn't literally kill my brother. What I mean to say is he was responsible, okay? He just needed to save his family, and in doing that, he ended up destroying mine. You know, all this time traveling, fighting aliens, this is stuff I used to dream about as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I still do.
It doesn't feel like a dream. No, it just feels weird.
Well, exactly, and it's only gonna get weirder. So that's why we have to be able to rely on our friends.
I really wish I could right now, Felicity. But he's not my friend.
They're taking off.
I don't get it. Why are the Dominators attacking us than just leaving?
It's an RAF mission. Reconnaissance and force.
Ah, look. A straggler.
We need him alive, Mick.
I'm just gonna rough him up a little. Hey.
Just like Street Fighter. Throw you can. Fucking A, Mick. These shows get me going. Alright. Here's what they are calling on DCs an aberration. So, because of last season of DCs, it created a bunch of rifts in the timeline. They have to use the time wave rider to go back in time and fix all the corrupted timelines, which they're calling aberrations. And Gray, the Doc here, also known as Firestorm, when they were back at a specific point in time when they ran into himself, he kind of influenced himself to be a little more cordial with his wife. Well, lo and behold, instead of hiding away in his work, he ends up following Gray's word by being more cordial with his wife. Well, needless to say, he ended up having a child that is not part of Gray's original present day timeline. So now Gray is being all withdrawn and kind of like he doesn't want to be around her almost. And she can feel it because she's a brilliant, brilliant physicist. But that was created from him interacting with his own self. So Gray actually created his own aberration. At first he wanted to go back and change it, but I think he's gonna have a change of heart.
Hey, Dad? Dad,
What? I'm sorry.
can you hand me those induction clamps?
Not used to being called Dad.
Now, this reminds me of that time we stayed up all night building my 7th grade science project. Remember?
Remember? No, I do not remember, because you've never existed in my other timeline. It's a complete, memory from 30 years ago for her, but 30 years of memories don't exist in the doc's brain. Kind of messed up, but he's been getting flashes, memory flashes, of his new aberration family that he created. So the timeline from the past is actually spewing over into his present day. And that's how he knows that she is an aberration.
Now, this reminds me of that time we stayed up all night building my 7th grade science project. Remember how mad Mom got when she found out you let me drink coffee to stay awake?
No. I mean, no, I should never have let you do that. So, will you excuse me?
Are you okay, Dad?
I'm just preoccupied with my work, that's all.
Preoccupied with not knowing who you are and you calling me Dad.
You know, you're really taking this whole absent-minded professor thing to a new level.
I don't know what you mean.
Your daughter, ever since you've come back, you've treated her like a total stranger.
That's because she is a total stranger. Sorry, it's just that when I last left 2016, that young woman did not exist.
See?
You're saying Lily
See?
belongs to another timeline?
This is what I'm talking about. Time travel is the bloody answer for our Mandela memory timeline shifts. There's no other explanation. None. None whatsoever.
When I last left 2016, that young woman did not exist.
Wait, you're saying Lily belongs to another timeline? That when Barry created Flashpoint?
Unfortunately, this is all my fault. You see, a month ago I interacted with my younger self back in 1987 and unwittingly motivated me, to sire a child. So it's because of my carelessness that this time aberration exists.
She is not an aberration. She is brilliant and funny and a lot like you, just a little less uptight.
Please stop talking about her like this. She is not a real person.
She is a real person. She's your daughter.
Like she's not a real person, like she's a shadow or a figment of your imagination and everybody around you. It is that blowing away, mind-blowing to him. To have a daughter all of a sudden after potentially 30 years. 30 years of memories that she has and you don't. That is most certainly mind-blowing.
Funny and a lot like you, just a little less uptight.
Please stop talking about her like this. She is not a real person.
She is a real person. She's your daughter. Wait, when we finish fighting the Dominators, you're gonna go back in time and erase her?
No. I'm going to restore the timeline. Unlike your friend Barry, I have the luxury of fixing my mistakes.
Well done. I see that you've managed to catch us a specimen.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to keep this one.
Who are you?
Just a humble civil servant.
I don't like guys with badges.
Easy, Mick.
The
Just want to
cabal.
ask a few questions.
We'd love to answer them, but
We're in a bit of a hurry.
And so are we.
future.
And you can tell me all about it.
When you wake up.
When you wake up.
That's how the cabal act. That is most certainly a 1950s era cabal. Just how they are. They figure they can do whatever they want. They control everything. They run all the ET crash landings. They interfere with all the media, so you don't know what's going on in your backyard, basically. It's pathetic. Absolutely 100% pathetic. And I'm glad they're showing their hand on this season, this fall season, of so many definitive programs that are showing more and more truth, whether it's secret space program stuff or Mandela effect program stuff, time travel cabal predictive programming, to, you know, all the new Christmas movies that are talking about the flat earth, basically. Like, you don't know when one conspiracy ends and another begins. It's absolutely asinine. But anyways, pretty much putting the Mandela memory timeline shift to bed with these time travel predictive cabal patterns, programming. It has to be. Why would it show in every single time travel program that somebody went back in time and screwed up the present day timeline, but the people whom are from the present day timeline and went back into the past, or know somebody that went back into the past, carry their memories forward and remember the way it used to be, not the way it is now? Yeah, it's messed up. They do this to keep us on our toes and keep truth seeking and keep using our discernible minds. But it would be nice to be told definitively the truth. It would be nice to get out from under these dark shackles in the Babylonian debt money slave system. You know, truly embrace the new golden era, the age of Aquarius, with abundance, peace, prosperity, and serenity. You know, the liquidity have been trenched into the system, into the markets, into the banks. It's all there. The funds are there. The assets backing each country are there. But we're waiting on these corrupt assholes to get their thumb out of their asses and their hands out of the cookie jar. But until then, we must stand firm, keep truth seeking, and putting out these videos that are damning to their integrity. I know that's my number one motive, is to call these bastards out. Anyways, I love you all very much. Keep truth seeking. Use your best discernment. And remember, help somebody out the best you can whenever you can. Because Lord knows everybody's looking for a lending hand once in a while. You know, whether you're helping some elderly lady at the shopping center this weekend, or you give up your parking spot, you know, or you help a squeegee person washing your windows with some money, or whatever the case may be, that person you helped out feels the love, and they feel the joy, and they feel that they're worth something, because we are all worth something. But we think we're not because of the subjection that we're under, the suppression, you know, the oppression, all of the suppressed technology. If it would be all released, the holographic healing chambers, there'd be no more diabetes, no more dementia, no more cancers building in our system, because we'd be eating off whole foods and moving into the light plasma era, not moving backwards and growing chemicals on the inside of our body. All right, keep truth seeking, everybody. I love you all. Have a great night.